Uncle Steve called me like 2 weeks ago, and he's like, Johnny, I don't really know how this works, but I got this guy that wants to come on the podcast. His name is Mike, and he owns some bars. How do you feel? He owns a Pig and Parrot. I was like, say no more. I've been going to Pig and Parrot since I was 21 years old. Of course I want to have him on. He's like, well, I don't know what your demographic is. I was like, this is, I think, the perfect person to have on the podcast because this is New Jersey, right? We're very Jersey centric. And I don't think I know a person that hasn't been a Pig and Parrot if you live in this area. So welcome to the John Rondi Show.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you guys know each other, by the way?
Well, it's funny. We were talking on the way up. I met Mike. Mike probably threw me out of the bars that he worked at in Hoboken, but I met Mike when he, like I said, my favorite bar that he had was the Rock Bottom. Mike and I met at the Rock Bottom, and we're kind of similar characters, so we kind of hit it off, and we had a very close mutual friend, our friend Neil.
Yes.
And that was it. And then I've known Mike ever since then.
Yeah. So tell me your story. You started at when did you start buying bars or owning bars?
Probably right around like 23.
Oh, really?
23 years old. Yeah. My father-in-law invested in me back then.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we bought a bar, and I told him how much money we were making. He couldn't believe it. And basically he said to me, he goes, I'll invest in you. So we bought a building, and we started the process, and then it was 9/11. So we were doing construction during August, and then September came, and then boom, 9/11 happened.
Holy shit.
So we were in the midst of building out the bar, and then it went on from, we went on from there.
Where was his first bar?
West Orange.
Okay. What was it called?
Rock Bottom.
Oh, that was the first bar you've ever owned?
That was the one that first one I owned.
At 23 years old?
Yeah, not working, yeah.
What was it like owning a bar at 23? What made you want to do that?
I wish I knew what I knew now.
Right?
Back then.
Yeah.
When your friends come in and, you give this guy a Bud Light and that guy a Bud Light, and sit down, and your friends come in from college and you give them 10 shots and this one 20 shots.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you're like, all right, where's all the money? So now that I learn so much more now, every penny counts.
Right.
But I think I think your story, which I thought was very interesting. Our car ride up, we talked about a lot. His story of how he got started, and I mean, I think one of the things about the places that he owned that got me was his food was always on point. And if you go back to his history of where he started from, I think it's a good place to start.
So my mom was one of 11.
Holy shit.
Yeah, my dad was one of 5, and they grew up in the Grafton Avenue projects in Newark. So we really didn't grow up with a lot of money. And when we moved from Newark to Belleville, we were kids, but every Sunday we would go to my grandmother's. It didn't matter what happened.
Yeah.
Like it'd be lightning, thunder, hurricane, doesn't matter. Sunday, you're at grandma's house, everybody sat down and ate, which is no longer happening anymore. It's just a shame because it was such a great time,
Right.
Now that I look back at it. But when I started, I always wanted to have money and always wanted to help my parents out because, my mom she's a warrior. She's like, my mom's gangster. So my mom was a crossing guard and my dad was a Newark cop, and my dad always worked and my mom really didn't work, but then she became a crossing guard. So every kid that I grew up with, growing up, from my brothers, even now going all the way up, they all know my mom.
Right.
So my mom every kid was afraid of my mom.
Yeah.
And my mom in the early 80s, right? My mom, there was no movement for women and all this other stuff. My mom back then was a baseball coach.
Oh, shit.
Like my mom coached all of us. Like if I got hit in the face with a fastball, my mom's like, you cry, you're off the fucking field.
Oh, really?
Like, get off the field.
That's real deal.
you're done. Like my older brother Frank, he would cry. He's 6'4", my brother.
Oh shit.
He would cry, and he was always, that biggest kid in the picture.
Yeah.
And like back in like the 4th and 5th grade,
That was
there was always that one big mutant.
Yeah.
That was my brother, right? But he would cry over everything. And then even like when it came to the yard or go out in the yard and there was a fight, like I was always fighting for my older brother because he would never fight.
Really?
No, never.
Just didn't want to.
My brother was just more, he's the nicest guy in the world, but he was never into that. Like me, I was like, you mess with my brother, you're going down.
I also have a 6'4" brother.
Yeah. And my brother's a police officer as well. And he's 6'2", but real quiet. And he's identical to my father. Yeah. Like my father was like, no frills. Like you fucked around, you found out,
Love that. What made you want to get into owning bars?
So when I started, I actually was telling Steve, I grew up in a very Italian neighborhood.
Yeah.
Belleville. Buccaneers.
Right.
Doesn't get too much more.
It doesn't get
the Golden Triangle.
Yeah, the Golden
I wanted to send it to you. There's a list of like you sent it to me. The top five Italian. And Belleville's up there. Nutley's up there. I think. What was number one though? Do you remember?
Fairfield. It's
Fairfield.
Well, yeah, but everybody from Belleville, Nutley, and Newark moved to Fairfield.
Why?
Yeah.
That's what. The migration.
Yeah.
The migration of Italians either went to Tom's River or Fairfield.
It was Belleville, Newark,
and
Joe, can you
Nutley.
look that up? Look up top five because then we'll do I'm curious. As of 2025, top 5 most Italian cities in New Jersey. It's got an easy Google search. I would assume we're in the right area though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Belleville, Nutley, and Newark used to be the triangle, but then it went East Hanover.
Yep. East Hanover, Fairfield, Florham Park. Right.
Really?
Well, they started making money.
Yeah.
So
they started laying brick, making money, and they moved up.
Every yard up in Florham Park.
Yeah, that's
Fairfield had a landscaping truck.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, Verona was pretty Italian.
Right. Very Italian, but that's the evolution of an immigrant population. You go to one place and you work your ass off, and you get out of there.
Right. Joe, what do we got? You having a hard time? Top 5 most Italian cities in New Jersey.
Number 5, or you want number 1?
Come on,
you go.
5.
Right. Number 5, Cedar Grove, Essex County.
Oh, that's
40.8%.
That is insane.
East Hanover,
Yeah.
Morris County, 41.3%.
Wow.
I would think it would be more.
That's so many people.
Top 3, number 3, Dover Beaches South, Ocean County, 42 to 43%.
Dover Beach, they migrated down south.
Wow.
Gets crazy. Here we go.
That must be the Venetians.
Is that the 55 and older communities?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. That's probably exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Hamilton,
Hamilton?
I guess.
Hamilton. Wow.
45 to 46%.
Wow. Southwest.
And then Fairfield, number 1, 50.3% Italian.
More than half of the people in Fairfield are Italian.
Hell yeah. I
That
think it's more. I think that's
wrong.
wrong.
That's lying.
Yeah.
That's skewed.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Google's lying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're trying to keep
regardless-
Italians down again.
regardless, that
Dirty
is-
bastards.
That is a lot of Italians in one location.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, anyway.
I started working at little. I worked at actually 2 places. I think I was 7, and I always wanted to work,
Yeah.
and I always wanted to have my own money, and I never wanted to struggle. And one of my things was I always wanted to buy my parents a house. So I started working at 3 guys from Italy deli that the son Mike owned, and then his father Mike was off the boat from Italy, like broken English. He had 3 guys from Italy restaurant across the street. So he was a big, huge Dolphin fan, and I used to walk by as a kid, and I used to see him with his Dolphin shirt on, and so we just hit it off because of the Miami Dolphins.
Right.
I started sweeping floors, then I started cutting lettuce and tomatoes, and I learned all that stuff. And then it got to the point where I was like 10 years old. I was still working for him, and he was a huge gambler.
Really?
Huge. Like he would bet on 2 fucking cockroaches running across the floor, you know.
Hell
One of those
yeah,
guys.
he did.
A huge card player, you know. So at one point he was like, yeah, just sweep up and then lock the back door and go out the back.
At how old were you?
I was 10.
What the fuck?
Imagine a 10-year-old.
Yeah. And then I grew up with a lot of older people. Like my mom was like I said, it was one of 11, and I had rough uncles. Like my uncle was like, if we got in a fight on the street, we got our ass kicked. My uncle was like, all right, you got your ass kicked, but you still fought him.
Yeah.
If we didn't fight you, then you got your ass kicked from your uncle.
Yeah.
And then you got to go home to your father and say, hey, why'd Uncle Francis smack you around? My Uncle Francis was nuts. He was the tough one out of the bunch, and he would really lump you up if you didn't do the right thing.
Old school guy.
Old school, yeah.
Got it. Okay. So starting the restaurant, and then just what had aspirations?
So I started a restaurant, and then I got into middle school. I was a really good football player. Well, that everybody told me that.
Yeah.
But then I went into high school, and I was really good in high school as well. But my football coach owned a place in Belleville called the Chandelier.
Okay.
His father and them owned it, and all the football players worked there, especially in the off season. Number one, it kept us out of trouble.
Yeah.
Number two, that's what you're told to do.
Right.
Right.
So
Cheap labor.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
where you're
exactly.
going to work. So all the football players worked there if you weren't playing the sport. And then after, during football on a Sunday, if they needed you for like a wedding or a repass or something,
Sure.
we would do that. And then I would see all these people coming in every week. It's just like, all right, I walk in the office and there'll be a board, and Appy would be like, yeah, we have 7 parties this week, 10 parties the following week, 7 parties the following. I'm like, wow, it's like everybody's always partying. Somebody's getting fucking married. Who's going to repass?
Yeah.
Who's doing the Super Bowl party? And I'm like, wow, this is a good. And then I seen that we used to get tipped because we were in a very
An Italian area,
Italian area.
where we overtip.
Right.
Italians
where
do.
people would overtip,
Yeah.
So we would make money with, and whatever we would do. We looked up to the football coach because they played for Belleville, and we looked up to them. And I would stay, and I never said no. And I worked 7 days a week, and then I stayed in a restaurant business. Then I delivered pizzas for Joey's Pizza, which was a pizzeria in my town. As soon as I got my license, I started delivering pizzas 7 days a week.
Oh.
I would deliver pizzas. I would just work at. So, and I saw all the money that coming in. So I sold a hospitality business as, holy shit, there's a lot of money in this. Now, go back to my father. I was a good football player.
Yeah.
He wanted me to go to college. He wanted me to play football, which I did at Montclair State.
Nice.
But college wasn't for me. I would sit in a dorm room, and you're fucking broke. You can't go out.
Right.
We were sneaking over to the Great Notch Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I
We go
love
to-
the Great Notch.
Was that an old school biker bar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it still is.
Is it as scary as
Still
it
is.
sounds? Because I heard stories about you want to walk in.
Not
there.
now?
But what about back then?
Back then? Yeah, you have your
Rough and tumble people that
Yeah,
would
you
do
had
But
it.
it wasn't like they don't let you in if you're not a biker.
no.
No,
No, we
that's
would-
all folklore.
We used to go over there and sneak. We had fake ID.
Right.
I mean, they would sell to
Back then, I don't think they cared.
yeah.
It's
and
like,
then-
kid, you got facial hair. Come
yeah,
here.
that's-
Yeah, it just
you guys
doesn't
are from
matter.
Belleville. You got facial hairs.
That's got to be a cheap bar. A couple beers.
It is, but they used to have it's so tiny in there. Like you walk in, they had the little 3-piece band, which was like stuck together, like they were in a closet.
Yeah.
Then you had like 6 or 7 seats at the bar, and then they had the 3-door packaged goods because a lot of people came home. There was no liquor stores then, so they would come up the highway. They would stop at the Great Notch, walk in, buy their packaged goods, and go home.
No way.
Yeah, because there wasn't a lot of liquor stores. So we used to go across the train tracks, go to cross the other side so we didn't get waffled on 46. And we would go on the train tracks, walk around,
Right.
and then we would walk down the hill and go into Great Notch. And we would go buy the little nips
Right.
because that's all we could afford.
Little nips.
The unofficial
Now,
sponsor.
Do women go into the Great Notch Inn?
Selected few.
Certain women.
Yeah. The women you don't want to go home
Yeah,
with are
certain
in the Great
women
Notch
go
Inn?
there.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Good to know. I drive by it all the time. I've never been in.
Let's go.
Should we go in?
Shit. Well, now it's like almost like it's become like one of those like spots like, oh, I've gone to the Great Notch Inn.
Say you did it.
Like,
now.
Well,
Right.
you know,
I
the
rode
Great-
my BMW
Right.
to the Great
Yeah.
Notch.
I
I
took
give
a picture of that.
them a lot of credit, and the owners a lot of credit though.
It stayed open.
They said they go look at it. They built a whole fucking highway around them.
They wouldn't
They
sell.
move.
They won't move. They won't sell. And
They
then when
didn't
they
try.
tried to get rid of them,
Yeah.
the owners were like, "This is a historic." They registered as a historic
Well, yeah.
landmark, which it is.
It is.
That is awesome.
And
So
that-
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, if you go up there, Montclair State College, they cut down half the mountain over there.
Just to move over.
And
That is so. I never even thought about that.
Go there now and look at it. Everything. It's like everything goes around the fucking Great Mountain.
I didn't. You know what, Mike? I didn't know that either. That's unbelievable.
go-
That's great.
They had to have offered them a ton of money.
Sometimes it ain't worth the money.
Pennies on a dollar
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
Really?
it ain't worth. Sometimes like I wouldn't give up my place just to.
Do you know those guys at Great Notch or no?
Back in the day, I think it was a brother and a sister that owned it. I know the father and the mother are gone, but I don't know who owns it now.
Got it.
Everything changes hands.
Right.
So,
Well, anyway, back to the story. So, all right. So you're in college. You're realizing how much money you can make in hospitality. You realize you're good at it.
yeah,
College isn't for you.
yeah. So then I started bouncing
Okay, that makes sense.
because I was in shape for because of
Right.
football and everything. So I'm going to bounce. I bounced at a place in Newark called The Edge.
Okay.
Now it's called QXT's on Mulberry Street, and that was a fucking disaster.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I've seen
worked,
that spot.
I worked a hip hop night one night. It was like fight for your life.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
And they were coming after the bouncers.
I'll never forget my first night there. It was the Shake Your Booty contest, and I had these.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah, when's that night?
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Yeah,
so
really.
So it was, yeah, but it was Shake Your Booty.
Not
contest,
that I would go.
No, we would never go.
but it was ethnic. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
I get it. Yeah.
So we're up on they're up on the stage, and the head of security is like, yeah, stand on stage. So I go stand on stage. Next thing you know, it was like, you ain't. The girl backed up on the other girl. Next thing you know, they're in each other's face. And next thing you know, the whole fucking place was upside down.
Oh,
Everybody's
my gosh.
fighting.
That is probably scary for you as a bouncer.
Yeah. So then we go outside, and now, you pick up the girl to throw her out, and then you go outside, and she's got her cousin and her 5 friends.
Jumping on your back.
Jumping on your back, and they're all from different areas in Newark
Jesus.
where everybody fights. You don't give a shit. You know?
Yeah.
Then every week, you're standing out there, and they come by, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna fucking jump, yeah." And you were like, "All right, listen, man. Finally, we just said, listen, you fucking have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So you either fucking respect us and show us respect, or you don't get in the fucking door."
Right.
There you go.
Simple as that.
So then everybody kind of made peace, and you moved on.
There you go. You learned your diplomatic
That
skills.
was good.
Then I started working at a couple other places, and then we would walk out, and I was the bouncer, and I'm making $50 fucking dollars. Back then,
Yeah.
if you got 50 cash, that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Plus, you were a bouncer, you got all the girls.
Right.
They're out in line. They give you the text on the beeper.
Yeah.
On the beeper.
Upside down, like online. You got to read the letters because you turn the beeper upside down. So you go out there, and you think you're the big shot. You grab 4 or 5 girls, and you walk them in front of everybody.
Hell yeah, you were.
You hear
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
moaning.
Yeah.
And you were the bouncer. You come to the door, then you throw the door guy a couple bucks,
Right.
and you're like a king.
Yeah. Especially at that young
But
age.
then at nighttime, it's fucking 3 a.m, and the bartenders are walking out with fucking piles of cash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? So I said, fuck this. I go home, I look in the newspaper, New York, New Jersey bartending school.
Hell yeah.
So I went to Manhattan for a week or 2 weeks, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I get my license. It wasn't a fucking license. It was like a index card
Yeah.
with your mug shot on it and said you passed some mixology class.
Right.
It was bullshit.
Yeah.
But it did teach you the basics. But bartending isn't like you gotta have personality to be a bartender.
Right.
You know
Which
what I
you
mean?
have an extra dose.
Yeah. So like I talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I could talk to a billionaire, a millionaire, and a homeless guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'd rather talk to the homeless guy because they're more real,
Yeah.
It drives my girlfriend nuts because she thinks because I just talk to everybody,
Yeah.
And I started bartending, and I started making more money. And then I see the owners that I work for, and they were all fuck ups, you know, drugs, girls,
Right.
drinking like fish, gambling, vacations, forgetting their business. And next thing you know, I'm sitting here running their business, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I might as well just fucking do this my own.
Right.
So I worked for a couple other people. I worked in Hoboken and at the old Cadillac bar, Hennessy's,
Oh yeah.
back then. And it was I'll never forget, it was Memorial Day weekend, and my manager, Ray, and I had another guy, Chris, who was the head of security, you know, Chris.
Yep.
And I was the smallest guy. I was working at Hennessy's first. And I begged him for because my guys I went to high school were working at, that were big guys, my buddy Vinny and them, were all working at Cadillac Bar, and that was the spot.
The same Cadillac in?
No,
Oh,
I had Cadillac Cantina. They had Cadillac Bar. And it was Boo Boo Lounge and then the original Clam Broth House. So,
yeah. Oh, that was great.
So it was the
back then.
original Clam Broth House, Cadillac in the middle,
right.
then Boo Boo Lounge. So
I wasn't there for Booba Lounge.
Oh, it was
Boo Boo's
awesome.
was awesome.
What's taking place at Booba Lounge now?
There's an eyeglass store there now, but then
On the right side. Okay.
on the left side. Well, if you're looking at it, left.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Gotcha. Yep.
But when those places, it was off the hook. You have 400 or 500 people online
What?
just to get in back then. Yeah, and everything was cash. So you did a cover charge, the whole nine. You had bands in one room, then you had the DJ and the bands. But off to the left was this little bar called the Harley Bar, because it had the Harley Davidson behind it.
Uh-huh.
And
I remember it.
I was a bouncer there, and one Memorial Day weekend, all our bartenders, they would leave and go work at DJ's or Bar A or whatever, and they left us high and dry. So I said to the guy, Ray, that was our manager, I said, Ray, listen, I know how to bartend. I said, I bartended and managed a place. So before, I said, why don't you just throw them? I'll bartend this. So there's no fucking guys going. He wanted all girls. I said, listen, here's the deal. Put me behind the fucking bar. If I don't outring them, I'll never bartend again.
Yeah.
So not only did I outring them, I fucking smashed them all. And for 7-8 years, I bartended and never lost a spot.
Yeah.
No shit.
Never.
Wow.
And I never took off, though.
I never knew that, Mike.
Yeah. So my weekends, I never really sat Friday and Saturday nights. I always stayed in Hoboken. Everybody thought the money was down the shore, but we made just as much money up in Hoboken.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No
that's
shit.
right.
You grind. Wow, you grind.
So I used to grind my balls off. So then my father's old school police. And back then, there was no credit cards.
Yeah.
There's no swipe, fucking Apple Pay, all these fucking apps they got now. Your sister's ass app.
Right. Pay cash.
Right. It's
Be a
cash.
man.
Right. Be a man. Exactly. Be a man.
Be man. Pay
So now
cash.
I'm home and I'm in my room. I'm still 21, 22 at the time or whatever. But I'm counting all my singles and 5s and 10s, and I got them all stacked up. And my father comes in and he sees me with all this fucking shoebox full of cash
Yeah.
because I didn't put nothing in the bank.
Right.
And he's going, what the what? He's a cop. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't let me find out if you're selling or drugs or whatever. I said, Dad. I said, and he's old school Italian, my dad. So I said, Dad, just come and see me work.
Right.
So I brought him to Hoboken.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god.
You know?
Yeah,
And
that's
he
awesome.
sat by the bar, and I got him all shitted up.
Yeah.
You know, and he's my dad sitting there, drinking his Miller Lights, and he's fucking banged up. He goes, "This is insane." But you got to remember, our parents went to a shot and beer joint, but women didn't go to the bars back then.
Right.
Really?
No, never.
Back in the day, it was
No,
all
back
men.
in the day, it was all
men sitting in a bar.
That's
You're saying your parents?
my
yeah.
parents.
Really?
Yeah, so my dad would go to a bar. You walk in, there's no girls there.
When did the girls start going to the bars? Your generation?
Probably, yeah.
No, 70s. 60s, 70s, women started going to
Well, I
bars.
remember. And
Nah, probably 70s, but very little.
very
Like
little.
there were bars that it was just strictly like even when I was a kid, when you walked into like Morley's in Verona, it was all guys.
What was the point? Just to hang out with your
No,
boys?
so that was your like my grandfather was was a bartender his whole life.
Yeah.
But my grandfather, he worked at a place called Ted's on Broadway in Newark, right? When we were kids, we would go down there to see, my mother would take us to see my grandfather. We were never allowed to sit at the bar. We had to sit at the tables.
Yeah.
But the whole bar, circular bar, was all men. And what they did and how they made a lot of money was they used to cash the guys' checks at the end of the week
And take a piece of the
and
check.
take a piece of the check. So the guys would say they all be like PSE&G, the phone companies, cops, firemen.
Right.
Those old working
That's where they
guys.
really kind of went to unwind. Like they go
Right,
there,
right.
they get a mug of beer or shot, and that's why they were called beer and shot joints,
Huh.
right?
That was
So
it.
they would go there and they would do the beer and shots. But my grandfather had a pad, and it would be like, all right, Johnny, this one, that one, and it had a list. And at the end of the week, he had it written down on what you drank. And then when you would cash your check, he would take it out and give you the rest of the money.
Wow.
But was the reason why a lot of men did that was because their wives didn't see the checks.
Right. Right.
They just thought they went to the bank and cashed it, but really they were at the pub.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Genius.
So it
What
was,
what a difference in
what a
culture.
culture is different, and I wish it was that way back then.
I mean, now guys go to the bar solely for the women that are in the bar.
I don't understand right now. How old are you?
29.
You're 29. You probably go out and chase women,
No, never.
right?
But people around me do for sure.
Yeah, whatever.
But me, no.
Stevie,
would
same
never
thing
do.
when he was,
Yes.
When
When,
he
I
was
was a
in his
young
ring.
buck.
and when I was, same thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Now it's crazy. I got 15 dudes come together to get out of the Uber, drinking White Claws. We didn't drink White Claws. We fucking drank Wild Turkey and we're ready to put our heads through the wall, you know?
Exactly.
Like, who's next, you know? So we didn't have Ubers. We drove everywhere and prayed that we didn't get pulled over. And,
Fact.
and, if you,
Jesus.
and if you did, you know,
Yeah, but you know what? It was different back then.
yeah, it was different.
It was just
It was just different. But now the girls all get out of the Ubers now. So there's a group of guys and a group of girls. And when I could tell you, there's beautiful women that are, these young girls are beautiful.
Yeah.
And a guy and a girl will come up to the bar and they hand 2 credit cards. Like the guys don't buy the girls drinks.
You don't notice that? Really?
We always used to buy the girls drinks.
that is
And that was like a rule number 1. You had to show the girl that you were interested in her.
Sure.
Now they come up, they order 2 Tito's and clubs. They give you 2 credit cards. And the guys don't. And then I see it now, a lot of girls pay for the guys.
oh my god.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's
Turn your man card in.
Yeah.
Go jump off a building.
Yeah. But then the girls are sitting over there and the girls will be in the corner and the guys will be in the corner and nobody mingle. But then you see them and they'll text each other from 5 feet away.
So you're noticing a lack of interaction right now. in the bar.
Very big lack of, yeah.
Nobody knows how to talk.
They don't know how to talk to each other.
That's so. I mean, I guess it makes sense.
And
Now-
when you first went for your first job, how did your father tell you to go to your interview?
Proper, dressed nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what they come now? They come with fucking hazel sweatshirts,
Oh, like to interview to be a
a server or bartender.
right.
They come in with their Uggs with no shoes on, sweatpants, their belly rings hanging out. The guys come in with basketball shorts and
Oh my god.
with black socks with fucking slides on.
I'm gonna have a heart
And,
attack.
and they're like, yo, can I get a job? I'm like, yo, can I get a job? I'm like, how about shake my hand first, look me in the eye. Hi, my name is.
Right.
But I just don't think that they're being taught that anymore.
No.
Well, so let me ask you, because I wanted to get into like the differences. So if people that don't know, he owns Pig Parrot in Hoboken, Pig Parrot in Brielle, right? And then the third, Psycho Mike's.
Yeah.
What is the biggest difference? Like even, let's go from now to, let's go a couple years before COVID, right? How drastic you see the differences between the
Huge
people.
drastic. Yeah, now the people go home early. People are going, nothing's open late anymore.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
nuts,
happened during
man.
COVID. That's, I mean, you can't even get a cup of coffee anymore. I think after 8 o'clock anymore.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
When do you guys close Pig
It's
Parrot?
time to go back.
2 in the morning.
When did you normally close?
Well, now I'm old school,
So you stay open.
so I stay open. But now I see other owners closing, and I see why, because the payroll's through the roof, the insurance is through the roof, and you know it's almost better that you do close and you don't have to pay us.
But that corner is pretty lively at night.
Yeah,
you
no,
guys, Texas, Green Rock.
Yeah, Green Rock, Texas. You know, they're lively corners, but then I don't think since COVID, I don't think the kids are they're different. I just think that whole pandemic really messed these kids up. I don't see it going where they're out late. Everything's early, and they go in early.
So you're noticing at like 12 o'clock, kids are starting to shut down versus 6 years ago, they were still going.
You know,
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't have this number, but like an average drink consumption on a night, are kids just not drinking as much?
They're not drinking as much. These kids are eating gummy bears or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
There's a weed shop on every corner now, and these kids are all doped up. And if they're not doped up, they're on an antidepressant.
Yeah.
So they don't drink. And then they're half of them are, you know, they're all smoking weed. I mean, if you walk down the street on a Friday, Saturday night, all you do is smell weed.
Yeah. Zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies.
I was saying before, Gen Z is the first generation to choose weed over liquor more often than not.
Yeah,
it's like the first time.
I think that, you know, they think it's the cool thing to do, but, you know, you can't even ask them a question. Some of them can't even talk.
Well, you got to think about too, like they're not just smoking weed, the concentrate. We just had somebody on, her son committed suicide from weed-induced psychosis.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this whole big thing now that's like happening. And she's saying that it's not necessarily the amount of kids that are consuming weed, it's just the amount of THC in this weed is so much more concentrated than it was back when you guys were kids.
Yeah, but you know what? Smoke some pot, drink a beer, have a shot of whiskey, be a fucking man. Buy a girl a drink. I mean,
Right.
Come on, man.
These kids are trying to cope, and they're smoking their brains out.
Cope with nothing.
They don't know how to cope with anything.
Yeah.
No. These kids are so fucking entitled. They come to I had a kid, it's on TikTok. I had 3 kids come. I think they were from Staten Island or whatever. They fucking come to the bar. They're giving my guy Vic and Frankie a hard time. They're fucking cursing at us the whole 9. We take their fake IDs. These motherfuckers called 911. The cops come, and the cops get out of the car, and they're like, "What'd you call 911 for?" The guy was first called the police. Then the police get there, and this kid in front of his girlfriend thinks he's the cool guy. Yeah, fuck the police. We don't have to talk to them. I'm gonna fucking lawyer up. I'm like, lawyer up? I go, my man, what are you talking about? You have a fake ID. You're an underage. We caught you. We took your ID. And let me make it clear. People say to us like, "Oh, dude, like, why you dick and take their IDs?" You want to know why? It's not about us taking our IDs just to have their IDs. It's the sue factor now, because Johnny comes over to the bar. He comes up to us with a fake ID. We give them their ID. They go to the next bar,
Right.
Green Rock. Green Rock lets them in because their bouncer didn't catch it because they're not as good as us. Just saying. I checking IDs.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
So now they go in, they get fucking smashed, come out, and they leave, and they hit somebody. Boom. The first thing you know, the next day, you got a letter in the mail.
Right, yeah.
We want your videotapes. We're subpoenaing your tapes. Our client was there. And then you say, well, no, your client wasn't here. This is us denying him access at the door. Well, it was a fake document. Why didn't you take it away?
Wow. Okay, so you're saving your own. Yeah.
And so you're basically...
You got to cover your ass.
You got to cover
CYF.
your ass. And it's because it's not like they could sue for anything. Anybody could sue for anything now.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like it's he said, she said, and people could probably just walk you through the mud, you know?
Are kids getting as many altercations as they once did?
Well, they are because of the camera.
You're catching them more.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah.
Back in the day, forget about it.
Oh, really?
And one thing that you guys got to notice now, I mean, even though you're older, and I noticed from the line, back in the day, you had fucking gorillas.
Yeah.
Everybody was on juice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, that's a big difference.
In the fucking 80s and 90s, one guy was bigger than the next.
Yeah.
And everybody was juicing.
So you notice the kids are smaller now.
These kids don't even know what a gym is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? I was and don't ask me how this happened. So I'm with my wife in DJs
When?
in the summer. It
Why
was
would you
last
ever do
summer.
that?
I don't even know. We were in there. I do know. I don't want to talk
I
about
love the
it.
guys that DJ.
I was doing.
Oh yeah.
So I was doing some work for the people that own DJs.
Okay.
We were doing like some private security work for one of the owners.
Sure.
So I went there and I told Nate, I go, take a ride with me. So we're there and so we were in the back where it's opened up.
Yeah.
So now we had to walk to the front. So I'm like, babe, put your hand on my shoulder. I'm going to go through the crowd. So all of a sudden, I feel her grabbing my shoulder tighter. And she comes up. She's like, Steve, somebody is grabbing me. It's my wife. I whip around. I see this kid has his hands on my wife's shoulders. I freaking grab this kid by his throat. And I just he goes back like 5 feet. And his friend comes up and he goes, hey, dude, this isn't the 80s. We're not going to, what do you want to fight? I am I sat there for a second.
Yeah, there's no common sense with these
I
kids.
sat there
That
for a
is
second
wild.
and I said to myself, oh my God, is this what happened to these two kids should have jumped on me.
Yeah.
They were two young kids. Jump on the old man.
Right.
Dude, this isn't the 80s. We don't fight anymore. I'm like,
That is crazy. to me.
oh my God, what the fuck
They
happened?
film everything.
That's the biggest difference.
You don't
right?
know who my dad is.
Yeah.
My dad's an attorney. I'll sue you. I'm gonna call the owner and have you fired. I had people who turn around like, yo, is Mike here? Now they're talking to me.
Right.
I'm like, no. Oh, he said that we can cut the line. I'm like, sorry, man.
That's hilarious. They'll come up to you and say,
Yeah,
"It's Mike."
and my
here."
partner's Mike too.
That's funny.
And the two of us are standing there. And this is how stupid they are. There's a big fucking sticker as a cartoon. The one that I
With the bobbleheads.
the one that I gave you,
Yeah.
like this one here.
Yeah.
So I give you this, and it's this picture's on the front door, and it's just us as cartoons.
You should.
And the guy's like, "Yeah, you're fucking fired. What? You're a fucking bouncer. You're 50 years old. Look at your great fat beard. You're gonna get fired."
This is how kids talk to you.
Oh, bro, it's bad.
I remember I was listening to somebody talk about nightlife and the differences between then and now, and it's the phones thing is, you're right, they're filming and then everybody's afraid to get caught doing something on camera or being embarrassed to dance. Nobody wants to have fun because of fear of embarrassment on the camera.
100%.
Think about how many times you guys with the bar just let loose. You should be able to let loose.
I told you, we danced like Greeks,
with
each
nobody's
other.
watching.
and
If you
girls
look
and-
on TikTok now, I've been seeing it a lot, and it's actually a really good idea. This guy's throwing a day party for 35 and older, and you can't bring your phones in.
Excellent.
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
I don't know. I started seeing them on TikTok.
Smart.
Smart, great idea.
But how do you, like a bar like Pig Parrot, you can't tell kids to not be on the phone.
No, listen, I don't care if you're on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they use it now as their protection.
Put your phone away and have fun.
Can you,
Prime example, I took my kids. Now, my kids, I got 2 daughters. I take them to every concert they want to go to. I've been to Lil Wayne. I've been to all these fucking.
Right.
You're a great dad.
Yeah.
No, you really are. I've seen you with your daughters. Your daughters, when we had our retirement, they were there, and you are so good with your daughters.
I spoil the shit out of my daughters because there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to do in my life. I couldn't because back then we just didn't have the means to do.
Sure. Yeah.
it. So now I have the means to do it. So I want them to see the world too. So, but that being said, Bruno Mars, the Jonas Brothers, Yo Gabba Gabba, like Biz Markie, when they were kids. But it's just I don't know, man. These kids it's a different.
Yeah. Well, could you apply some sort of rule like there's no filming in my bar? Like you tell them to stop filming?
No, you can't. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But where I was at with going to the concerts, is the first thing that they do as soon as the show goes on, there's 50,000 phones. You can't see anything.
Right.
And they're filming it so they could put it on social media so their friends can see it. Like, they're not enjoying the concert. Like, I went to Post Malone.
You're not
I went to
present.
Post Malone, and the people in front of me for the whole show never put their phone down.
Oh my God.
I'm like, well, you're here to enjoy it. Like, you're taking it's not $100 a ticket anymore.
Right.
Like, these fucking concerts are $400 or $500 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
Like, I went to see Scissor or whatever the fuck.
Scissor? Yeah.
Yeah, Scissor or whatever.
SZA.
I never
SZA.
even fucking heard of this girl. And here comes a whole fucking, like, they're there screaming out of the top of their lungs, but nobody put the phone down. And I'm like, guys, you're not even enjoying. I tell my daughters, dance, listen to the music, sing the songs, remember that night. Like, you don't have to video and send it to your friend because they, it's nice.
Take a picture.
Yeah.
Take a picture
But it's
and
not-
call it a day, man.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, I guess it's a trendy thing to do now. It's just you don't know what else to do. So you bought Pig Parrot when? How old were you?
So I was I had Hoboken Bar and Grill with my father-in-law. Then I went through a divorce and then we separated.
Okay.
Then I went to Texas, Arizona.
You own Texas?
I didn't own Texas. I was the GM there.
Oh, okay.
And then we purchased, I was pretty much silent at Cadillac Cantina.
I didn't know that.
So I built and designed Cadillac Cantina. And then I built Mike's Wild Moose Saloon.
Really?
Then I built the hub.
What happened with the hub?
So the hub was, we took that over from Teak. They just thought that Teak was outdated and all that. So we did a major renovation there. Came out beautiful. But the nightclub business now is, if you can see, there's not a lot of nightclubs anymore. We were doing bottle service, sports bar. And then I was running all 5 places plus the pizzeria. Right? So we had the hub, the pizzeria, Texas, Cadillac Cantina, and Mike's Wild Moose Saloon, which everybody said to me that you couldn't put a country bar in the middle of Hoboken, which I proved them all wrong.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
Right? So we had a lot of fun. And that was a no-frills bar. Like, that was like...
Shot and beer bar.
I
Old
made
school.
it
Still kind of is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot and beer
I mean,
bar.
I'm not involved in it anymore.
It's almost like a walk-up bar.
So
Yeah.
what
Very open.
happened was we were there, and then the guys I was kind of partners with decided that they wanted to bring in a promoter. So they brought in E-Rock and all those guys. They had the Slot Whisperer or whatever the fucking...
The slow whisper. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
So then they had this crazy act that went on, and they got, I don't know, 20 million hits because of a sexual act that went on. But at that time, I stepped away from that, thank God.
Oh, you weren't part of it?
I wasn't part of that, no.
Was the guy that did it, was he a part of it?
Did he get in trouble?
No. The guy that was
he
part of the
part of
act, was he involved with the
No.
hub? He wasn't. He was just a
No.
random dude.
This random dude.
What happened? Because I don't know.
They had a guy that was on, took I guess his girlfriend or whatever, put her on the bar, and just did a whole like sex act on the bar.
Yeah. So some bottles in her shit.
Yeah, it was pretty
crazy.
bad. It was
Where was this?
At the hub.
at the hub.
What year was
Oh my
this? Do you
God.
remember?
Nah,
Because I don't think I was even able to drink it, and I remember hearing about this place.
It went viral. It was on
Yeah.
the news and all this stuff. But the shame of the thing was, people come in and, everybody asked me, in all the years that I've been, I never used a promoter. And the reason why I never used a promoter is because there's no repercussion for them. They come in, they use your place.
Right.
They can do whatever they want. At the end of the day, they're not paying insurance, and they can walk away and say, hey. And that's why I was always against promoters. And that's why I never used them. I got pictures of all my lines and thousands of people that were on lines to get in my places. And the reason is because half of everybody I greeted, I always treated everybody with respect, what kind of person they are. I shake everybody's hand. I talk to everybody knows me. And I always try to make them feel good because that you're in the hospitality business and you want them to keep coming back. And I never played, like people get mad at me because I say I don't play Latin music or I don't play gangster hip hop music. I don't do that because there's a place for it, but my places are sing along, have fun, drink, and be peaceful. You know what I mean? So it's my theory works. Then they tell you these DJs, right? You got all these DJs. Every DJ is the top DJ.
Yeah.
But they don't bring nobody, right?
Yeah. So you don't notice that there's like one guy that comes in, people are there for him.
Oh, there's it's not like back in the day. Like they got all these groups now, like all these DJ groups and all this other shit. All right, well then, if you're that good, then pack the place.
So you haven't noticed that?
I haven't noticed that. Like back in the day, you had like a Danny Tedos and who were some of the older DJs?
There were guys. There were guys that had true following.
Yeah, true
Really?
followers.
Back
Like
in the day.
Bad Boy
Oh my
Joe.
God! Back in the day, they were following all over
Danny
the place like a
Tedos.
band.
I mean, he's still going. All these guys are legends.
Right.
But now these younger DJs, they don't bring anybody.
I guess people don't necessarily care about like you said, the music. Like they're just there to like listen to sing-alongs and stuff.
I'll take any 10 people. I'll bring you to a room with any age group or mixed age group, and I'll play Run Around Sue.
Right. Yeah. And people love it. Yeah,
and people fucking love it.
Exactly. That's a good point.
And then I'll put on Bohemian Rhapsody, and everybody in the bar is singing it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you got fucking dreadlocks, mustache,
Yeah.
black, white, Spanish, blue, green. Doesn't make a fucking difference.
Sure.
Everybody's singing it.
Yeah.
And I've proven it for years and years and years. And, so.
Do you think because you're touting yourself as like this peaceful, nostalgic bar, do you think there are less fights in Pig Parrot versus other spots?
Yeah, we don't have fights.
Who do you think has the most fights?
Now in Hoboken?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody fights.
I don't think anybody fights really anymore.
I mean, it's rare. It's more rare now.
I think you have more fights at McDonald's.
Yeah, probably like drunken.
Right? Yeah, or pizzerias.
So what was known as like a big fight bar?
Back in the day, it was
In Hoboken?
in Hoboken. Back in the day, every bar. But here's a big difference now, from today to compare to now. Like back then, you come into a bar like the bouncers are all different sizes now. Back in the day,
They were gorillas.
They were fucking gorillas.
I got some big boys over there.
Yeah, we got big boys. Yeah, we do. But we had back in the day, like fucking guys were monsters. Like they were all D1 football players or played some kind of sports, collegiate wrestlers, the whole nine. And then the guys that were online were fucking monsters too. Like you get these guys juiced up, from all over the place. You get the Bergen County guys against the Staten Island guys, and then you have the North Jersey guys versus the South guys. But then you come up here in Hoboken and you fucked around. You get a beating, and like you would fight inside the bar. Now, mind you, now there was no cameras.
Yeah.
There's no cell phones, so you slugged it out. Now you go outside and the cops are there, and the cops are like, "What do you got?" I'm like, this fucking jerk off just walked in, started fighting, grabbed this one's ass. All right, you either get on the fucking train or you're going to get a fucking beating.
Right. You'll get clubbed like a baby seal.
Yeah, you're going to get clubbed like a baby seal.
Yeah.
So people knew kind of like not to fuck around. Now you get in a fight, they're in the cop's face. Go ahead, what's your badge number? What's your ID? What's your rank? It's a total. A 30 burger across the street from me had a battle royal.
When?
Fucking, I don't know, maybe it might have been last summer. I got the video of it.
I want to see it.
It was on TikTok. Right? They go in there. These guys are fighting over a fucking hamburger.
Yeah.
So now you go in there and the fucking girls are fucking throwing punches. The guys are throwing punches. And then they have the shuttle bus outside that brought them down for a birthday party. So it was like 20 on 20.
Holy shit.
They're hitting they were hitting the chair. The fucking cook came out of the back with the hot spatula. He was hitting people. They were fucking throwing garbage.
Now that's an
cans.
old school
It was
fight.
an
Wait, you
old
got
school-
this video?
Yeah, I got it on
I
video.
want to see that.
Yeah.
How have I not heard of this? You live in the area. You think you know everything.
Nah, not everything.
You got to keep your ear to the street.
How so? On a weekend, how many on average fights are you having?
We don't have any.
Really?
At Pig, we really don't. I mean, most of our stuff is kids that do stupid shit.
You're just throwing them out early. Yeah.
Yeah, we throw them out. They do.
Nobody fights anymore.
They don't fight.
They
feel
look
like,
at
they
you
don't
with the
fight.
cauliflower ear, and they're like, "I'm not fucking with
Yeah.
that guy."
They think they
That's the
think I would
first
touch
thing.
you and they turn to stone. I'm like, that's good for me, but I don't know about that.
That's great for you.
Yeah.
Like the
They
first,
would think.
the first thing that they do is they look broad 30 burger.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Okay. Or you hold it first. You can see. Like they're fucking. Like, this is
See, now that's
a
an
girl.
old school fight.
The
Yeah.
girls don't want throwing the
the
punches.
girls like throwing better punches than the guys.
Oh my god.
That one guy, he must be a hockey player. He pulled the shirt over the head.
It says when bro only gets 29 burgers. That's pretty funny.
But wait, it gets better. When it goes outside, like you see guys, they hit guys with garbage bags.
See everybody slipping on the greasy floor.
Yeah,
This is wild.
yeah.
Wow. It's really going.
Now watch. Now they go outside. You hear them? World Star.
Yeah, but where are the cops?
Oh my god, here we go again.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he kicked him in the head.
Very nice.
Ooh.
Very old school. The old kick in the head.
Again.
Up
This
the
is the
girl.
first
The
cop.
girls
Oh,
are
shit.
jumping
That was
in.
the first cop car that showed up to see him, but he's out by himself.
Yeah, I would just let them fight.
And are you watching this?
We helped the cops this night, but you'll hear what they say. Yeah, what's your badge? What's your badge?
Oh my god.
Like seeing them. That's us running across the street because the cop was wrestling with somebody.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they end up locking up a bunch of the
Oh, they
kids.
did? Good.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
But yeah, that was an old school fight.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's, videoing, what are you going to do? Lock me up, pig? Or
Yeah.
there's the disrespect to the law enforcement is, but they want to be YouTube
Yeah, of course.
and TikTok heroes.
Do you think the price of liquor is the reason why kids aren't drinking as much nowadays?
Yes and no. I mean, everything's going to go up. I mean, prices go up. I mean, I got guys that complain that I charge $5 for a Budweiser. I mean, I charge $4 for a Budweiser in the fucking 80s. Like
Right.
I don't. But would I raise it $1? If they do a raise, we got to do a raise.
Well, you charge $5 for a Budweiser?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
don't never gouge my customers.
What do you charge for like a high noon?
High noons are $9.
Really? They're like $14 somewhere else.
I know.
That's crazy.
But people say I do a Uncle Mike's happy hour.
Yeah.
Because like all the young kids call us Uncle Mike.
Yeah.
So I called it Uncle Mike's happy hour. I do everything for $3 for an hour.
When is this?
9:30 to 10:30.
Johnny,
every
you gotta
Friday.
get down.
Every Friday, 9:30 to
Friday and
10:30.
Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
then-
Saturdays?
And Saturdays. Yeah.
Holy shit.
No, I do a lot of specials.
We may have to hit Friday night special.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So we do the specials and the kids come in, and that gives them a chance to drink, and then at 10:30 it goes to regular price.
Yeah.
But I'm only at $9-10. If you gouge people, why would you come back?
Right.
I don't believe in gouging people. Like, there's no reason to charge. Like, I see people, bars in town, like a double Tito's and Club at our place, I think is 14, maybe 15. Because Tito's just took a hike. So maybe $15. I go to other places that are charging $24, $22.
That's so
nuts, yeah.
And I think
That's nuts.
I think it's crazy. But in the defense of the owners, the rents are out of control.
Right, yeah.
Like the rents I pay is huge money. I mean,
Compared to even when you opened.
I'm over 25.
What were you?
When you start at, when you first sign your lease, every year it goes up 3%, but you're still 20. You're at over $100 a square foot.
Yeah.
Because it was
Oh my
Hoboken.
God, that is
So
ridiculous.
So yeah. So now what's happening is it started slowing down. Now the people aren't spending as much money. Everybody's afraid to get sued. Everybody's afraid of harassment charges and everything else. So the companies aren't doing the big parties anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's not a lot of corporate parties anymore. There's
That's horrible.
So everything rolls downhill.
Yeah.
So at every day you gotta, like, I keep up with the times. Like, thank God my daughters are keeping me up with, like, the podcasting. I was really never into podcasting. I started watching your stuff, Joe Rogan stuff, and people that are in the industry, what people are doing. Like, I didn't even know even though I'm in the business 32 years, now this big thing is the mocktails. Like, everybody wants to drink non-alcoholic, and they have mocktail parties. So they'll go run fucking 5 miles and then come to a bar and drink a non-alcoholic drink.
Do you have any mocktails?
No, I got orange juice.
If you
got
ever,
pineapple juice in
I
it.
gotta tell you, if you ever have a mocktail,
done,
I think we're done.
All right.
A
Yeah,
whole
ever have a
selection.
mocktail.
Yeah, whole section.
No, please don't, Mike.
I mean, they started with the THC.
I would shed a
shit,
tear.
too.
No, you don't sell that.
No.
Yeah. I can't.
First of all, it's like, did you ever try one of those things?
no.
It's like it's like drinking the fucking one of those drinks, like when you're gonna get
Oh my
like
God.
like
Yeah.
a test with your
Yeah.
like
I know what you're talking
the
about.
dye in your body.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. I don't think there's anything in it, and they thought that shit was gonna be the best thing since sliced bread. But then they got the whole hangover drink. Then they got all these new drinks.
What are the big trending selections right now?
High noons are huge.
That's it.
High noons are huge. Surfsides are huge. Sun Cruiser came out, but they're kind of White Claw was absolutely insane, especially during the pandemic.
Mhm.
So during the pandemic, I was limited to get product.
Right.
But I've been in business so long. My driver that worked for that company now became the service manager to send, to get all the deliveries, load the trucks to deliver to us. So I knew what was coming in.
Oh, nice.
So I was never without White Claws. I was buying everything.
Right.
So I got pictures on my phone with me with like 200 cases we were buying 200 cases at a clip
Jesus.
Yeah.
of White Claw, and they only had 500 in the factory.
You're taking it all.
So I was like, I talked to my partner. I'm like, can we afford 200? He's like, take all 200.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's the only thing people were drinking back then.
Yeah, that was the worst time of my life.
What about some up and coming brands? Because everybody knows the top three, like the High Noon, Surfside.
Again,
High Noon has a tequila drink now.
They do.
yeah,
I like it.
It's good.
It's
It's just the green can.
it's the one with a dog on it.
No, that's the Lucky Ones. Those are those are new. Very new.
That's new. That's Dave Portnoy.
Yeah. It's like a satellite brand called
Yeah.
Lucky Ones. It's a lemonade and vodka.
Is it
Very good.
lime and a couple
It
different flavors.
literally just came
The
out.
problem
Yeah,
is
brand
that,
new.
like, you have a bar, even like take Pig Parrot in Hoboken. I'm a small bar. Like, I only got 6 refrigerators.
Yeah, where do you put it all?
Where do you put all the stuff, And every week somebody's coming in with a new product and the next newest, hottest thing. And it's take for instance, a couple years ago, everything was tequila, right? The big thing was, what was that show on TV that made,
Loverboy.
no, they made the famous tequila. It was,
Oh shit.
Entourage.
Entourage.
Oh yeah.
So everybody drank that. I think it was
Tres Comos or whatever.
No, Avion.
Avion. Yeah.
So they made Avion. So then all of a sudden the show died. I got Avion on my shelf probably
That's hilarious.
It probably grew a beard. Already,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's funny.
So you ask these kids what Avion is, they have no fucking clue what it is. Then the bourbons went big, and everybody was like, "Oh, we're all bourbon drinkers." Then the bourbon drinkers stopped, and then all these microbrews started. So now everybody had a microbrew. Then you went from having Bud, Miller Lite, Yingling,
Right.
Coors Light, Blue Moon on your taps. Now all these people got 50 taps because you got fucking a hazy IPA, a twisted tea. You got fucking UFO. You got every day something came in. You know.
What's the most popular beer on tap?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I think Miller Lite's kicking ass right now.
Really?
Bud Light took a huge
Obviously.
hit when they did that politically correct nonsense.
Wild. Yeah.
That was the worst CEO move in
I can't believe
history of fucking beer. And let me tell you something. People, if you didn't think people cared, go back and look at that.
They still haven't recovered.
No.
Wow.
Now they partnered up with UFC.
Post Malone. Yeah,
Post
they're really trying to come back. Yeah.
They're really going after the country market.
Yeah.
Because that's what they missed. They missed middle of America.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what'd you expect you were gonna get? Fucking Dylan, whatever the fuck, trans.
Mole hate. Yeah. Something.
But there's a lot of good beers out there.
Fucker.
I mean, there's a lot of good beers, but the problem is there's no more. Like back in the day, Budweiser come in, they decorate your whole place. They're not doing that no more.
Really? So who's doing that now? High Noon and Surfside?
Not even.
Really?
You get little tackers. The neons aren't neons anymore. And then some of the politicians now, you're not allowed to hang neons in your windows.
Why?
This
makes a bar a bar.
No, but what is it?
That's like the historic.
Yeah.
The historic commission when they don't approve your sign because they don't like the color of your sign.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, brutal. Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, like you got a bunch of people that don't go to bars that are on a historic committee, and then you submit your stuff to the town, and they got to tell you whether they like the color of your sign or not.
Oh my god,
wild!
Because it's not historic red. They just did it to fucking like Citibank.
Really?
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you have to change the blue to our blue,
right?
Because it's historic. But you open up fucking McDonald's or Taco Bell next door in a historic zone in Hoboken.
Yeah.
What's historic about it? Nothing.
Yeah.
But we have to follow all the rules. But because they're corporate and they got big corporate attorneys, they're allowed to do they can do what they want.
Yeah. So Miller Lite is the #1 beer you're selling.
Miller Lite right now is one of that Corona. Corona's big.
Okay. And liquor-wise?
But I'll tell you what now, believe it or not, I am seeing a lot of people drink the new non-alcoholic.
Which one?
Heineken Zero is pretty popular.
Oh, just like the non-alc beers.
Yeah, and then Corona
has the zero.
People are coming in, they drink those for lunch.
It's like drinking a loaf of bread. It's literally drinking a loaf of bread.
I always tell everybody, if you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly.
Right.
Yeah.
At least, go drink some soda.
Drink some Coke soda. Yeah, but that's same thing with these mocktails.
Right. You need to get your fix.
I think everybody's trying to be the next best thing instead of just letting everyone stay in your lane. I just think that it's just like a fucking crash course right now. Like
alcohol is good for your blood, people. Alcohol is good for your blood. It thins your blood.
Uncle Steve.
I don't know if I can endorse that.
It runs through your veins better.
Don't endorse that.
Hand me that bottle of bourbon, please, so I can pour some in here, please. Watch.
There's not that much left here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Uncle Steve knows how to do it. Look at how healthy I am.
Look how healthy he is.
Rat bastards.
Look at his skin. I mean, you look great for how old you are.
I'm an old fucker.
I wouldn't say your age.
And I'm preserved. I'm like pickled.
Your hair looks amazing.
Your hair, look, your hair, your skin.
3. It's only 1 shot.
You're in great shape. You're jacked.
Yeah, you look awesome. So liquor, what's the trend now? Still tequila?
Nah, Casamigos. I mean, you can pretty much operate a bar right now with 4 or 5 brands.
That's about it. Yeah, right. You don't need anything else. So what's like a brand new brand that you notice people are asking for?
Well, everything's like Casamigos and Tito's.
That's it. Nobody's looking for anything.
Nobody even. I don't think even know these kids know what Absolute is anymore.
No, they would never ask for that.
All the big brands when we grew up, they're all pretty much they're here, but they're not here.
Yeah.
Like even Jack Daniels. I used to buy 5 cases of Jack a week. I barely buy.
Nobody drinks Jack Daniels.
Very rarely.
What about Jaeger?
Even that's. Remember they had the Jaeger machines and all that
Yeah.
shit. That's all gone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're all fads now. They're
What is
drinking.
going on, Michael?
Oh, they
He
drink-
said, he said fad with a D, guys, just to clarify.
yeah, fad. I said.
Right,
Yeah,
Fad.
not fad.
Yeah,
They're
fad. Relax, keyboard
Right,
cowboys.
yeah.
It's okay.
Just want to clarify.
Yeah, we
They're-
want to
they're all
clarify
fads.
that.
Fads.
All
right.
Yes. Not fad.
Oh,
Right,
my
right.
God.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Mike, I just it saddens me.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
Like-
So we used to go out, me and my friends. I'm just thinking about this when you were talking. So we drank scotch.
Mhm.
Like I'm sure you don't even have scotch in your bar.
Pretty much. No.
We used to go into the bars in Seaside, and I remember this was the funniest thing. It was in Panache. We woke up.
Panache.
We're literally like, give us Johnny
Stating
Walker,
himself.
Johnny Walker Black on the rocks. The bartender looks at us and he goes, "Are you guys the Rat Pack?"
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
He literally reached back into the bar. He dusted the bottle off.
Yeah.
And he poured the whole bottle for us. We drank the whole bottle. And like to think that shit doesn't happen anymore. Aren't there any cool kids out there anymore?
Well, I think again, we talked about it before. It seems like my generation, and I'm 30 or 29, and you're almost 60. We get more
Really?
hungover than
You
you.
had to
I'm
go
sorry,
there.
I'll bleep
You
it
had
out.
to go there.
You look
Bleep that
40.
out. Cut that.
We seem to get more hungover than you guys, and I think it has to do with what we're consuming, the additives, the chasers, and you guys are
Yeah.
drinking straight liquor.
Just drank straight shit.
You know, I really wasn't a big drinker. Then when I got to college, we kind of got forced.
Yeah.
So our initiation to get on, for Montclair State football, we had a party with the seniors, and you know what the first thing that they shammed down our throat? Wild Turkey 101.
Fucking A right it
Oh,
was.
God.
The dirty
101.
bird. That's what they
And
used
that's
to call it.
harsh.
You want to
That's
hook
no
it up harsh?
joke.
I could smell that right now. That's
I can
repulsive.
still. I'm 51 right now, and I was 20, maybe 20.
You just said wild turkey and your eyes glazed over like you
and
wanted to
then
throw
nervous.
I
up.
can
You got
still
nervous.
feel it fucking coming up my
Coming to
throat,
your
through my nose, and burning me like I was
Yes.
a fucking dragon.
Yeah. That's
But you know what? You got used to it because that's what we had. Like you wanted to get banged up. You drank wild
I'm
turkey.
telling you, I think that's the reason why our hangovers are so much worse nowadays. Doesn't matter how much, how many pills we take or prevention we do. You guys didn't drink liquid IV. You didn't take pills, and you guys
No.
woke up fine.
Just think about every TikTok and podcast that you have. Everything is to make you healthy, right?
Right.
Back in the day, everybody ate butter, steak, fucking everything. But now there's so much preservatives in all the foods.
Right. That's the issue.
And we were healthy as fuck.
yeah.
Right.
But like listen, all our grandparents and like even the old school Italians that drank wine, they drank wine every fucking day.
Yeah.
They might have had a gout, but they still drank wine,
Yeah.
Yep.
but they all lived into their 90s.
Yeah.
Look at Italy right now. Italy right now is asking people to move to their country because there's so many people. They have one of the oldest population.
Yeah. People won't die over there.
They don't die,
Yeah.
but there are no young kids that are producing anymore.
Really?
So they're not producing. So they're asking you. Italy's giving you a dual citizenship.
I've seen that.
if you
yeah,
want
if
it.
you go over there. Yeah.
And they're actually encouraging you to have kids in Italy because they're all their culture is pretty much dying off now.
Wow.
So they're even giving some towns are selling you apartments for $1.
I saw that too. But the towns are like no-name towns in the middle of nowhere. So
I
Yeah, but you know,
understand,
but you know what? The paisans need to start humping.
Yeah.
Start
not.
making little Italian babies. They're so beautiful, little Italian babies.
Right.
Yeah.
And an apartment for $1, right?
Apartment for
Yeah.
$1. Start humping. Come on,
Yeah.
Italy, get humping.
You could slice meat on a piece
Oh
of
my
bread
God,
as your
dude,
job.
You don't know, Johnny.
I mean,
I
that'd be
think the biggest
Mike, let's screw all this shit. Let's go to Italy. You open a bar. I just want to be the guy that slices meat, makes those little sandwiches.
I'll be happy that they
Dude.
get to close between 3 and 4. I think.
Yeah, to take
Oh
a nice
my
nap,
God.
right?
Take a nap.
That's their
and
nap
shit. I
time. That's
wish-
fucking
Oh,
great.
Mike, think about it. We go home, we take a nap.
Do you want to? I think that do I want to go home and take a nap?
Let's go do No,
What's
I'm
that?
saying let's go do it.
Well, I take a
I will.
nap
I
every
will.
day.
I will
Yeah,
make
every
the
day.
little sandwiches. You work the bar.
I like that.
Oh my god!
And it's Pig and
And
Parrot,
Johnny,
but in
you be the
Italian.
handsome guy that greets everybody.
We were going to
That's
open
great.
up. We want
And
to
Joe,
know.
you'll be La Voca. You'll be the voice.
The voice.
I
Yes.
wanted to open up in Key West.
That would be great.
So we were going to open up in Key West, but the problem is that you can't. It's so expensive down there that you can't.
Is it really?
You
More expensive than here?
yeah.
Oh, it's nuts.
Wow.
The hotel.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
but
nuts. I think around here, I mean, the liquor
everything-
license around here is insane.
yeah, but the rents are even worse down there than they are here.
That makes sense.
You
How's
know,
liquor license?
Well, everybody you can get a liquor license for $500, but there's all kinds of rules and regulations and that goes with it. I was going to buy a place in Fort Lauderdale on A1A, found out all the liquor laws and all the rules and regulations, and it's not what everybody tells you it is.
Oh, it's not.
No, so you got to make sure that you got a good ABC attorney.
Got it. What does a liquor license cost in New Jersey or in Hoboken right now?
$750.
What does it have to do with? Does it have to do with like the purse cap, like how many bars are nearby you and things like that?
Well, it goes so the liquor licenses are like property; you own them.
Right.
So the liquor licenses are worth what so you can go to the town and they'll tell you what the last three liquor license sold for. So you can go into Jersey City and probably buy one. Back then they were 180,000. They're probably up to like 600 or 700. But this is what
so crazy.
But this is what they were trying to do now, though. All these guys and politicians lost their fucking shirts on these marijuana shit, right? They lost their shirts on it. Everybody was like, yeah, marijuana is going to be legalized. They're only going to give a few dispensaries. I knew they were going to bombard the market with dispensaries because it's tax revenue, right? So what they want to do now to the bar owners, and we just fought them and won, the NJLBA, New Jersey Licensed Beverage Association, they put a bill in front of the Congress that they wanted to take our liquor license away, give us a liquor license, and every liquor license is $10,000 because depending on what town you go to.
I remember this.
Whatever town you go to, it's expensive to get a liquor license.
Right.
So we had a meeting at Tino and Harry's with all the bar owners, and the guy from the state came in and he was like, well, I lost. You lost. You lost your investment when you invested in weed. You should have invested in liquor.
Right.
You invested in this weed farm and it fucking died. So now, because you lost, you want to come to me who's winning. So I said, that's like the stock market. You want to invest in the stock market, but then when it goes down, you don't want to be in the stock market.
Right.
You're a pussy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like me, my liquor license, I worked my entire life to get a liquor license.
Oh shit!
To purchase a liquor license, I worked my balls off to get it. It's the same thing that they did to the taxi drivers.
Yeah.
Everybody had to buy medallion license.
The medallion.
The Egyptians and these guys came over here and gave everything day and night to buy a medallion license. And they're like, yeah, fuck your.
And then they screwed.
They
them.
issue you the medallion license, right?
Mm.
But then they fucking give you Uber and say, yeah, well, you got to enforce Uber. Nah, we're not enforcing Uber. So now you just sold this guy $1 million license to have 5 taxi cabs.
Oh my God.
Right? And then you took it away from him because you let Uber and them Lyft come and do whatever they want.
I didn't even think about that.
Sad.
It's bad.
No, really sad.
So they want to
It's
do
sad
that with
what
us.
they did to them.
And then they said, Governor Murphy was like, yeah, well, we're going to give you a tax break. Listen, I own 3 liquor licenses that are very expensive, right?
Mm.
So that's my retirement.
Right.
Like if I got a group that wants to come in and that wants to buy up restaurants, and I sell as a group, that's my value. If they take that away, I don't give a fuck about the tax.
Sure,
break.
exactly. Yeah.
That's my investment. That's my 401k. That's
That's your. I mean, it's
saying,
literally. Didn't some people, Mike? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't some people have paid upwards of like almost $2 million in
for
Jersey?
But
for
why?
liquor
Why
license.
would it be so expensive?
So, like,
Depending upon where you are.
Yeah, so like Hoboken is old school. So they're not going to make any more liquor license in Hoboken because there's 200 of them.
So you got to buy it from somebody else. If I
Yeah,
wanted
you
to
got to
do
buy from somebody else. But some of these other towns, they only have, it goes by your capita of how many people you got in town.
Right.
So some of these small towns, they only got 2 licenses, 3 licenses.
Got it.
Some
So
of
more
these old,
valuable.
some of these old towns are dry licenses. You know, and then they're like, well, you know, the people that are coming over here now, they want to be entrepreneurs and they want to open up liquor license, but they can never hit it because they're so expensive. All right, so what is that? So
Yeah.
So now because they don't have the money, I didn't have the money back then.
Right.
So now these motherfuckers can come over here and get a license for $10,000 because the guy's from fucking Guatemala and we feel
Right.
bad for him.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
No.
It would make no sense.
That makes no sense.
Take care of the people that have taken care of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
That's
of
the
the
way I
rules
look
that
at
they
it.
have in effect is just plain crazy.
That's I never thought about. I always knew how expensive it was to buy a liquor license, but I didn't think about once they're all bought up. Now you got to buy it from somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Flip it for more than he
Yeah,
bought
but,
it for.
but listen, it's the same thing when you buy a Corvette.
Right.
You know, you buy a Corvette and
Yeah.
you leave it in your garage. You don't put no miles on it.
Yeah.
You buy it for $100, and then you put it in the auction at Jackson Parrot, and,
Right.
and you sell
Yeah.
it for $175.
Makes sense.
That's the
Yeah.
American dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Do you see any sort of trend reverting back to how it used to be in the bars?
No.
Do you think it's going to continue to get worse?
I don't think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to plateau. I think this is the worst thing that ever happened. And let me tell you why. The kids don't have to go out anymore,
Yeah.
right? When we were, and even you're 30. If
Yeah.
we're going out for a nice steak, we're getting dressed up.
Yep.
We're taking our ladies to a nice dinner at fucking Peter Luger's.
Yeah.
Now you can have some fucking guy from Haiti fucking deliver your fucking Peter Luger's right to your house. You don't even have to get off the couch.
Yeah.
It's
And
fucking sad.
It's just think about this. You can get McDonald's delivered to you in the morning. You can get at midday. You can get a dessert. You can get Dunkin' Donuts delivered to your house. You could turn around and you could buy lunch. You can have any lunch that you want. You can have another snack delivered. Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever. Then at dinner, you can have dinner. And then what's after that? Swipe left, swipe right. You can get a horde at the door.
And then honestly,
Just think of that. Just think of that. These kids don't go out and talk to girls anymore. They go on Tinder.
It's easier to do it.
They
that
go
way,
on Tinder. They swipe left, swipe right.
Yeah.
Let's meet up, whatever. And if you show up, you show up. If you don't, there's 25 other.
and now you're gonna get a
Right.
robot.
Yeah.
You get a robot.
You
Come
have-
jerk you off.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the
it's
future.
sick. Set yourself on fire,
It's
and
it's just
and
they don't have
Really.
to get off the couch.
I think also,
Sad.
and you guys may not even realize it because of the generation you're in. You're getting your fix, right? So like if I'm feeling like I want to go out, but then I watch an hour worth of people going out on my phone, I'm good. I don't feel that need to do it anymore because
you don't do that.
No. I'm
Not
saying
you.
in general, the
In
generation,
general. Okay.
you get so bored and numb because like you got it, you're good, you got fulfilled already.
There's a girl going around right now. She has an app, and it's called Line something or whatever. So what they're doing is they're putting a camera at your place, and you can go on and see if the line's busy or
I've
not.
seen that. Yeah.
So I said, she's like, well, do you want to participate? It's $100 a month. I go, are you out of your fucking mind? She's like, well, why not? Like everybody's doing it. I'm like, okay. I want people to come to my door.
Right.
I don't need another weapon against me where this lady,
And why would you pay for it?
it's because you got to pay for the app.
No, I'm saying, but what incentive would it be for you at
because
the
if
bar?
the line's busy, then people will come to your, because it's busy.
You think-
That's what she's saying.
I feel like it's the opposite though. If I see a busy line, I'm like, fuck that.
Well, I'm the same way.
Right.
I won't stand on a line.
No.
But the
Essex
seeing
County.
the bar empty, why would you go there?
Right. Okay. That
So I
makes
just
sense.
think
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you need a, like we didn't have phones. We even when we had beepers,
we need to go back.
Everybody knows where you're going. Like you're hey, where you going tonight? We're all going to Cadillac Bar. You show up, there's 45 people that you know that were at the Cadillac Bar. Joey Harrison.
Right,
Forget about
Oh my
Joey.
God!
Joey
And
Harrison's-
you're just having fun. I mean, I
Joey
don't understand
Harrison's
what
on his-
happened of having fun.
Yeah, Joey Harrison's on a Sunday was like church.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you watched our podcast on Joey Harrison's, but we did
you
talk
just showed up, and you know that you were going to see your brother, your cousin, your sister, your aunt.
People that you didn't know were going to be there.
Yeah, even that. And then everybody had their bar. Like you had a North Jersey bar,
Yes.
you had a Staten Island bar.
Wait, did you watch our episode?
I didn't.
He said the exact same
Oh,
thing.
yeah?
That's so funny.
All right, so
He's
that's
talking about Joey Harris.
That's funny.
I thought
That's
he was
funny
solely-
you're saying that.
That's so funny.
Because I talked about Joey Harrison.
Yeah.
And I talked about
It's hilarious.
you would go there, and there were the different bars. Essex County bar. You had your Hudson County bar, New York City, everybody, right or wrong.
You did.
That's so funny.
And you know what's crazy is you had your bartender. Like I had a bartender, Carrie. She worked with us in in Hoboken.
Yeah.
But worked at Joey Harrison. And back then, Crack House was the big shop. It was it was Black House and Cranberry.
What's Black House?
Yeah, see, you don't even know what Black House is. Black House was a liqueur that was a big hot thing like Rumpelmints and
Really? What did it taste like?
tastes like shit. but it got you fucked up.
Yeah.
And you would do Black House and Cranberry, so they were called crack houses, right? So we would walk in, and we were the bouncers. We didn't work on Sundays,
Right.
so Sundays I had a big blue van that I had for my cafe that I had, and I did a catering, and I had a place called My Way Cafe after Sinatra. So I would take my van, and we would drive down the shore, and we would go to Joey Harrison's every Sunday, and we would walk in, me and my buddy Johnny Bowe and all the bouncers, and we would walk to Carrie, who worked with us in Hoboken, and we walked in, and the first thing we would do is order 200 shots of crack out.
And Joey was getting beat again because there's no doubt Kerry was doing the same thing. $20 on the bar. Everybody's charged.
So the way we did it back
Yes.
in the day, and even now, like all my friends, we laugh at these young kids. They don't have cash. So we go to bars. Like we hung in, my big spot was Hogs and Heifers in New York. So
Loved it.
we would walk in, and the first thing we do is like, all right, there's 4 of us. Everybody put in $20.
And just give it to the.
So there's 20, 40, 60, 80. Put it on the bar. We tell our bartender, take it right out of here.
That's yours.
There's no fucking tabs. Fucking put your fucking Amex up so you get fucking.
But let
points,
me ask
so you
you.
can fly to fucking Barbados. and
How would your bartenders react if I did something like that? I walked in Pig Parrot and said, "Here's $100."
shit. And then take it out of that.
Yeah, and start taking it.
I'll allow them to do that. Listen,
Yeah.
no matter what, and this is on the record here, okay? Every fucking bartender gives away drinks.
Of course. But they have to, right? That's
They
part
have
of
to.
the
It's part of the business.
Yeah,
right?
but that's part of
right.
that's the cost of doing business.
That's the cost of doing
that makes
business.
sense.
But
Listen,
that makes people
it's
drink.
just
Mhm.
it's just like anything. Want everything in moderation.
Got it. Yeah.
And I always tell everybody, and I have a big, this is my saying all the time. My kids laugh at me. If you're a pig, you eat. If you're a hog, you get
You're
slaughtered.
Yeah.
So if I see you and I give you a warning like, hey, knock it off. I don't have to say nothing to you. Knock it off. You know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
So knock it off.
right.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Now I have a company called Bev & Co.
Yeah.
So they come and weigh and measure all my liquor
Oh wow.
every week. So I know exactly what I'm missing.
Yeah.
So if I'm missing Jameson and then my beer and my soda order is missing ginger, I know that my fucking Mexicans, Spanish guys that work for me drink Jameson and ginger. Right?
Yeah.
So you just go back and you watch them. You watch them where you see what they're drinking. And they got their cup.
That's funny.
It's just, it's there.
Yeah.
It's known. If you know that you're short on Red Bull, you know that you're doing fucking Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, man, nice Jaeger bomb.
Oh, I love Jaeger
Who doesn't
bombs.
like a Jaeger?
Who could say no to one?
So
I don't.
You can't.
Uncle Steve says no to
We could
nothing.
do it right now. I
we
could
did
say
the
no.
Jaeger bombs and we did the Stoli bombs. You know,
Oh, so we don't do those.
the O bombs we call them.
Stoli and Red Bull.
So it's Stoli orange with Red Bull.
I never heard of that.
Oh yeah. Ooh, they're
Oh
so
my
good.
God. Okay, so we might be taking a road trip
Yeah,
tonight,
we might be.
everybody.
We have
We'll
to
have
continue
some
the
video.
podcast and
We would fucking,
let you know.
we would hammer those down. But now I know how bad Red Bull is. I haven't had a Red Bull probably in over 10 years.
Yeah, you can't.
No, not even before I had.
Oh, really?
I got to tell you, I
I can't
even
mess.
at this age,
That's so good.
a little Red Bull and vodka,
I know,
just
that's so
every
good.
once in a while, just a
And let
Just
me
a
just tell you
vacuum.
something too. Your body builds a tolerance. Like when people say to you, "There's no tolerance," let me just tell you something.
Oh my
I got some girls. We went to Key West. I brought my whole staff to Key West, right?
This is
And
good.
there's a place called Thompson Island. It's a big mansion.
Mm.
We rented the whole thing, and we all stayed there. And the first thing, we go to Dante's pool bar in Key West. Not the guys. I opened up a tab. Not the guys. Had a separate tab because we had a table, and when we got there, well, some of us got there late, so we opened up 2 tabs. The girls' tab. No lie. 5 girls, 55 shots of Casamigos. 55 shots. Like the bill was like fucking $1,300 fucking dollars for happy hour.
How long were you guys there?
That was just happy hour during the day. Because you're in the sun, you're in the pool. But the problem is the girls, even if they're 110 pounds, and even my guy bartenders, every time you take a shot with somebody, you learn to function.
Oh,
like that.
1,000%.
And then sometimes they function better when they're drinking.
Yeah, that's where it gets scary.
I know I do.
I know I do too.
And it was
I don't know if it's ever. You know what? You almost afraid to admit it. Like if they don't want to admit that a couple shots in your system, you're actually better.
You know what though? It's okay. But that goes back to what you and I talked about. This guy, and he's not going to say it, so I'm going to say it. He is one of the most generous people I know. No. Just stay quiet for a minute.
oh, Jesus Christ.
So with the state police, any kind of events that we're holding,
Right.
you go to Mike's place, we pay pennies on the dollar.
He's got it all stickers.
This
too.
guy, wait a minute, even more, because he's not going to talk about this either because he doesn't want to like say it. Homeless people, he's feeding homeless people. This guy, as big and angry as he looks,
Yeah.
he is one of the most generous people I know. And he is,
It's good.
he's a very, business owner, business shark, cut you down, knows the law.
Yeah.
But as far as generosity,
I give
Unmatched.
it back to a lot of people.
unmatched.
And I don't tell a lot of people what I do,
Right.
but I do a lot. I do a ton for veterans. I do a lot for the homeless.
No, Mike, your
police,
generosity is
fire, the whole
unbelievable.
nine. But I don't do that for that. I don't look for it like that.
Yeah.
I just look back and I say, when I was playing football and sports and I didn't have stuff, there was people that came out and helped me. Sometimes it backfires in your face, but now, everybody knows you donate. Everybody comes back out for you.
Yeah.
But like the homeless guys, I showed Steve some of my videos. Like they would come to me and they would beg on the corner. And I'm like, yo, screw. Did you eat today? And they'll be like, no, Mike, I didn't eat. So like, yo, can I get $5? I didn't give them $5 because if I gave them $5,
right,
they went right to the liquor store and they got drugs.
Yeah.
So I would make them hamburgers. I would make sure that they would eat.
Yeah.
And then the best thing about being friendly with the homeless, where everybody kicks them to the curb and they think that they smell and all that other shit. The homeless people know everything.
That's an interesting
Eyes and
perspective.
ears.
I didn't even think about that.
eyes and ears on the
Eyes and
street.
ears. Like I had one guy, God rest his soul, he ended up getting murdered. One of my guys had. So and you can even ask the Hoboken police. Some people at times they say nuts. I used to take the homeless guys and make them my bathroom attendants.
Really?
One, they're not fucking with the Hoboken residents and taking their packages and shit because that's how they get by. Let's call a spade a spade. They weren't busting the cops' balls, and the cops didn't have to worry about them, and they were worried about other shit. They didn't have to worry about them sleeping in other places because they were at work. So I used to pay them, feed them, give them pig and parrot stuff and all that stuff. So I had a guy, Walter, that worked for me. The kid was a Golden Gloves boxer, and he just went down the wrong path. When he got older, he got into heroin and whatever. And
Sad.
this guy here would do anything for me. But I told him, listen, if you're fucked up, and you're doing drugs, you're not fucking working for me. So you either stay straight or you're fucking out. And he'd be like, oh, come on, Mike, come on. So Walter ends up getting straight. And I can show you pictures of him before and after. But the crazy thing is Walter would have your back for anything. Like one of my bartenders lived in Hoboken, just bought an electric bike. And he stole it from across from the path. So Walter comes around. I said, Walter, let me talk to you. I said, you get $100. I want to know who stole the fucking bike. One of your guys stole the bike. And I want to know who it is. So he says to me, all right, boss. Like hour and a half, 2 hours. He comes wheeling the bike down the
No
street.
way.
Swear to God.
Of course.
That's
on the bike
hilarious.
Yeah.
I
Eyes
was
and
like, who
ears.
had the bike? He's like, no, man. You know I can't rat. You know I ain't a rat. I said, all right. You got the bike back. Here's 100. He's in a Cadillac Cantina. Never forget it. Get downstairs. We have a problem in the bathroom. Kid's a pretty big kid. Kid turns around. I break him up. As I break him up, I turn. The kid that we were breaking up was a pretty big kid. Fucking blast me. Boom.
It's you?
Blast me. Like right in the face. Bang. Suckers me in the face. So he suckers me. I turn around. I try to go down and lift him up. Now you got to remember we're in the basement because the bathroom's in the basement.
Yeah.
So we fight all the way up the stairs. We get outside. So we're all fighting outside. We're out there. Now Walter was my bathroom guy, the Golden Gloves boxer. He comes up the stairs. He has, I don't know it at the time, but he has a gray sweatshirt on. He puts his hood up. He comes out. We're fighting, and the cops are there now, and everybody's calm. He fucking blasts this kid. Bang, and he hits him and just takes off running.
Oh, did you know who it was when he hit him?
At first, we didn't know who it was, but when we went back and watched the video,
That's
it was
great.
him. So he comes to work, the next day, and I go, Walter, like, what happened? He goes, boss, nobody fucks with you, boss. I got you. He goes, I'll put that guy in the cemetery. But I would invite like the homeless people to my Christmas party.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
No, listen.
people used to.
You don't
people
even
used to
know.
say to me, why are you bringing those people in? They're people.
Right.
They're people.
And they watched your bar. When you were closed, if somebody messed with your garbage cans or anything like that, they knew everything.
Yeah.
And then, fucking guy sitting there on the corner is freezing his balls off. I got one guy, Eric, who's now in a mental hospital now. And he's older. I asked him, very educated. So I said to him, what do you used to do? He goes, I was a barber and I was a school teacher. I said, well, how'd you end up on the street? And he goes, I got divorced. My wife took me for everything, and the judge kept making me pay. I just couldn't take it anymore. So I chose to be homeless. So
No drugs, nothing? He's just...
nothing. Just became a raging alcoholic.
Oh, there you go.
And he's like, I'm like, don't you want to get an apartment?
Yeah.
He's like, I love it on the street.
I was going to ask you, like, their overall sentiment is that they want to be there?
Most of them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They don't want to deal with the nitty gritty. They don't want to, same people that go to Key West and live off the grid.
Right.
They get a boat, they anchor it out on a mooring ball, they pay the city $175, and they live off they all got solar panels and generators. They just get sick of the nonsense of the race.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And like perspective wise, if they're happy doing that, I don't know.
Yeah. They're some of the best people I met.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so, it changed my whole thought process now.
People say to me all the time, man, you talk to like all the like weird people. I'm like, I love weird people.
Yeah.
Weird people are some of the interesting people in the world.
Yeah.
And if you just open yourself up to have a conversation, you'll find that they're intelligent. They'll give you a perspective on life that you never had, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're pretty loyal to you.
Very loyal to me. We used to have one girl, Noelle. She was Egyptian, and her big thing was the middle finger. I got pictures of her, and I send it to my buddy Mario, who owns a bunch of property in Hoboken, and she used to break into his apartments the high rise,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she would sleep in the doorway. So she knew that I was close to Mario, and Mario took her to court because she did some damage or whatever, and she was an older Egyptian lady. So I would say, hey, you talk to Mario. Fuck Mario. Fuck you. Take a picture and send it to Mario. Fuck you, Mario. Like
That's
she would,
funny.
but she's the same thing. Like I would just feed her, and she would tell anything going on in the neighborhood.
Do any of them that you've helped out ever eventually turn back and try to fix their lives? And
Walter was trying, and I think what happened was before Walter went away, he went to a dealer and got a bunch of drugs. Then he went down to North, I believe it was North or South Carolina, and he went to his sister's and he got cleaned. And then he came back up here and they found him. So they found him in a abandoned house in Jersey City, duct taped. They sliced his throat. They put a tape over his mouth, and somebody murdered him, and they put him in a tarp. So when the town official, the abandoned buildings, when they go to put the red tags on them, they have to go through them.
yeah, of course.
And there's all homeless people living in them and heroin addicts and all that. But he was there. They say he was probably there for like a month. So they wrapped him up in a tarp and put him in a bathtub.
Did they figure out why?
They think that because he robbed the drug dealers.
Oh, he was trying to. Oh,
So he probably got a batch, and he was not only using before he went to rehab, and then he went and sold, and then took that money to get him to South Carolina.
damn.
And then when he came back up here,
Thank God.
the sister and
sad.
the sister came to us and said, thank you so much for what you did for him. And, he loved you like a brother. I would invite him to all my Christmas parties and stuff. But he sad. A lot of sad stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
It is what it is. Part of life. It's another bump in the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
no kidding.
Not the turn I thought this was going to take. Oh my God, I forgot to ask you the question about how you're feeling and what happened with you.
Just
Don't glaze over it. It was a pretty crazy accident.
Yeah.
So I heard, this is before I knew that you guys knew each other.
Yeah.
Had heard the story, and I heard the story when you were in very critical condition, as if like he wasn't going to make it type of thing. So that was where I left off, and then I was talking to you, and you're like, oh, he's getting better.
So it's about a year and a half now, right?
Yeah.
Almost
Pretty recent.
Yeah. So the year and a half, here's the real story is like everybody's like, oh, it was a golf cart, it was this, there's a company called Whiskey Chariot. They build beer coolers, and they're souped up. They're 4-wheeler beer coolers that you can ride on. Neon green, it has all LED lights. It's more of a promotional thing, and I always buy things that are out of the ordinary that a lot of people won't buy and spend the money on, but people will talk about it, so that's why I buy it. So like when I took the picture of the Pig and Parrot ride-on beer cooler, I had like 60 people hit me up say, hey, where'd you get that? I want one. How do I get one? Like they want it because it's Pig and Parrot. So I got back from Costco and I had to charge it, and I was with my daughter. So I took it down the street to see if it was charged. I go down the street. I don't have a helmet on. I spin back around. I seen a car coming, and that was the last thing I saw. So I saw the car get close to me, and the road goes on an angle. And then next thing you know, I remember flying through the air. And then I woke up, and then I had found an off-duty cop from Jackson Police Department, or Hamilton, one of them, down south. He was off duty. He was going to his brother's house, and he found me. So he's like, hey, big man, you're pretty bad shape. I was bleeding, 18 staples in my head. I got glued on my face, stitches everywhere, road rash, but my lungs were collapsed. So they were afraid to transport me in the ambulance in case I couldn't breathe enough and my lungs would be shut down. Then I would die. So they put me in a helicopter and medevaced me to Jersey Shore Hospital, they were amazing. Those people are fucking saints. Like if you want to talk about saints and angels, those people are saints and angels.
Okay.
They worked on me like unbelievably for hours. And they actually did save my life, And so I have a lot of credit to especially the medevac, the pilots that are
Yeah.
pilot
Unbelievable.
medics. You know, they cut me in the helicopter to stick the tube in so I can breathe. So that was pretty painful.
Were you pronounced dead at any point?
No, but you want to know, I was never pronounced dead, but I was in really serious condition. But I'll tell you what was crazy. So our mutual friend Neil, he came into when I was finally, they said I can wake up and have people come and see me. So it was my daughters, my mother, and Neil. So they come in, but before Neil, I was kind of just woken up. I was in a room with this, and these lights were the same. It was like bright white. So Neil like grabbed my toe. Like, see me? Let me see your hand. So like, this is your big toe.
Yeah.
So he kind of like pressed on my big toe, like, "Hey, I'm here."
Yeah.
I thought with the white and the lights that they were putting a toe tag on me.
Nah,
oh my
shit.
God.
I swear to God. And I tell you that till the day I die. So I thought I died. And I thought they were just putting the toe tag on me.
That is
But-
fucked up.
Yeah, it was fucked up. But in reality, I was like, thank God. I woke up. I'm like, oh shit. Like
This is Neil.
yeah, I'm like pinching my. They were like, "Oh, what'd you do?" And then. But the funny part was, I don't know if you guys know my bartender Alan. He works at DJ's as well.
Yeah.
Chinese kid.
Yeah.
So
Yes, exactly.
he's one of my good friends, and I took care of Alan when he during the pandemic he got COVID really bad. He ended up losing his pops too, and he actually was on the same floor as his pops.
Holy
with,
shit.
with COVID really bad, and his mom as well. So I kind of took care of Alan and Allie. Anytime I get hurt or something, Alan's always there for me. So this bastard takes my meal plan for the week and orders me Chinese food.
That's great. That's awesome.
Chinese food for the whole week because
That's
he's
great.
Chinese.
Yeah.
And I always break his balls, but he put down on he erased everything on the board, my medical condition, and he put like a penile implant.
That's good.
Oh my
Extension.
God.
So-
Catheter.
Yeah.
Like he put like all kinds of wacky stuff on it.
That's good.
So it was pretty cool. But the nurses up there were amazing. Jersey Shore Hospital, Trauma Center.
It's just unbelievable the shape you're in and how you look. You would again. You
You
don't
look
have a
great.
You don't have a limp. Like you walk.
I
like
don't
you're-
see a scar. I
No,
don't see
it's
nothing.
amazing.
Yeah, the doctor said to me if I wasn't built like I was, I'd be a dead man.
You know what's funny? I had my barber, bigger guy too. At this point, he's all juiced up. Bad motorcycle accident. They said the same thing. They're
Yeah.
like, if you weren't as big and had as much muscle, you'd be dead right now.
Yeah.
So maybe we should all just start getting jacked up and have no muscle on your frame, just in
Right.
case. It is a cushion though.
It is.
I mean, you were saved because of how you're built. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
So all
Cinder
that-
block with arms.
Yeah, all that
There you
all
go.
that fat gut in the middle.
Nah.
Do you feel like you have like a new lease on life after this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't take a lot of stuff for granted anymore, and I'm trying to learn how to curve stress.
Mm.
But I mean, it's just with business, you're gonna have stress. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different world today. Like I never missed a day of work.
Right.
The kids today, they call out, they don't show up, they don't care. If the waves are good, they're gonna go surfing. They go out and get shit. Like we would go out and get shit up.
And go to work.
We show up the next day. We still had the stamp from the clubs that we went to that night. We still had the wristband on, and we went to work.
Right.
These kids today forget, stomach ache. I can't come in. You don't see them for 2-3 days.
Right.
Then forget about them. Then you got to worry about the parents. The parents come in. How
Right.
come you fired my son? I said, well, your son was a no-show.
You have that at the bar?
Oh, yeah, especially down the shore.
Oh, the Brielle one.
Yeah.
That's insane. Why is there a younger? That's a younger.
Younger crowd. And I try to give a lot of younger local kids, I try to give them
That makes sense.
a
Yeah.
chance, I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of them remind me of myself,
Right.
you got a lot
Well,
of
no,
kids.
nobody's you.
Yeah, I know. But you have a lot of young kids
Right.
that want to work and make money, but the new laws today, they're only allowed to work 30 hours.
Mm,
Every 4 hours they have to have a break. Like
it's so wild.
there's so many rules, and
Right.
electronic working papers now. So it's hard. But then you get the parents, but the fucking parents are the problem.
Yeah.
You know, they want to baby their kids.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You tell the girl, listen, if I catch you on your phone again, you're done. I'm done with you. I don't need you sitting there paying you.
Right.
You're paying these kids $16 fucking dollars an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
They have no skills. They barely can fucking spell their names, and it's not making fun of them. It's just it's the truth.
It's the truth.
Reality, yeah.
And then
Helicopter parents.
yeah, then
right.
I
They're
say
hovering.
I say to them, I
Yep.
go, listen, I go, your daughter, I let your daughter go, and I'm not bringing her back because she's on her phone all fucking day. I'm not paying her on her phone. You're I'm gonna write a review. All right, write a review.
Right.
So I'm in a shirt that says my shirt's been read more times than your Yelp review.
Yeah. That's good. I like that
So
one.
I put that on there, and the parents are a big problem. The kids they don't want to work, and when you start handing out money to people, they feel entitled. I never, not once ever took government money, ever. I never been on unemployment.
Yeah.
I just work my balls off every day. If you need to make $1,000, figure it out.
Since you were 7.
Since I've been 7.
But you know what, Mike? You know what the other thing is? Like as far as mental health. And you and I had long, deep conversations about it because we both went through similar things.
Yeah.
And you know what these kids don't have? They don't have a good friend. They don't have like a good friend to talk to.
100%.
And I know that, like, listen, when I was going through all my stuff, panic attacks, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. But then,
Panic attacks
I hope
here.
you don't, no, and I was just going to say,
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind.
No.
But, like, and you and I knew each other, but, like,
Yeah.
I just looked at you and I was like, dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
And you were like, you opened up to me and we talked, and it's like, and you got to have a good friend.
Yeah.
And I mean, the problem I feel like with,
100%.
not your generation, younger
No,
kids.
you'd be surprised though.
No, it's like, you just need, like, if you have that, like, that guy that you can call and go, hey, look, I'm feeling a little, whatever. And it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Right.
I mean, it just happens.
Yeah.
And you gotta, the first thing is ask for help. Like, listen, don't try to write it out yourself. Ask for help and just, I mean, and it's important to me because I feel like when I hear like people like suffering and stuff like that and they have nobody to talk to, it's like, dude, there's plenty of people to talk to.
Problem is the first thing that everybody does now, if they're sad
get on
or
the phone,
something,
they Google it.
Yeah, they Google everything, which is the
Fucking
worst thing to do.
Google ain't
like
helping
like
you.
a pain in your arm will tell your arm's
die.
fucking
No.
falling off.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And then the other thing too is like this country is way over medicated.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think what happens when you start to medicate is you go down you spiral into medicating your medication, and then now you think everything can be solved with a pill.
Some of these kids eat Adderall like fucking Skittles.
It's insane.
It's insane. I'm
Dude,
like, they're
you
like,
know
yeah,
what?
I'm on Adderall. I'm like, what about just going to the gym, eating fucking
Right.
Yeah.
eating
Do
healthy?
push-ups.
Yeah, do something.
I mean, listen,
They
I'm
don't know how
not
to fail.
I'm not
That's-
I'm not father of the year at all. When my kids say to me, "Oh, I'm feeling do push-ups," is that bad?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's probably not the greatest advice. Do push-ups and say the rosary until it goes away.
Yeah. It'll eventually go away. But what'd you just say? You just said something that
They eat Adderall like Skittles.
no. After that, you brought up a good point.
The country's way over medicated.
Yeah.
And the first time they don't know how to fail.
That's it. That they don't have to, because I think what happens
they
is
don't know how to fail.
you're so afraid of what you think is the worst, and then you do it, and you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that's it. That's all I was afraid of."
you tell my daughters all the time. I failed plenty of times.
Fail really
I
fast.
opened up delis, pizzerias, and I lost my shirt. I'm like, all right, big deal.
What exactly? Big deal.
So-
It's not the end of the world.
If I didn't make money at the pizzeria, I went and bought a snowblower and fucking went out and shoveled snow.
Right.
If I didn't make enough money shoveling snow, I mowed lawns.
Something will click.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you grind it, Mike.
Yeah, I grinded my ass
You
off.
weren't
man.
afraid to work.
No, I did concrete. I drove dump truck. There ain't nothing I haven't done.
Well, I think that's also too, like, you both kept yourselves very busy, and I feel like the bored mind is, what do they say? The bored mind is the devil's playground. Like, that's when kids really start spiraling.
The idle mind
The idle mind
is
right.
the devil's playground.
I mean, but think about it, like you said, that you're not blaming these kids, but like COVID messed a lot of kids up,
Dude.
where you had a lot of time to think and you had a lot of time to overthink, and now you're trying to figure out who you are and get back in society. You kind of lack those social skills because you forgot about them, and now you're going down this pitfall of like, I just can think my way out of any good situation that could have came to me.
Yeah, but even now, just take a look at the bullying stuff, right?
Yeah.
There was no bullying when we were kids.
Right.
You either fought or you were. It's like you're in a lion's den. Either you eat or get eaten.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever happened to meet me at the flagpole.
Right. Well, now again, it's like it doesn't end after school. You know, you got to go back home, and now you hear you're getting bullied in school. You're at home now. You're hearing it from your phone. You're back to school. That's never ending.
Yeah.
You never get a chance for peace.
And that's a sad thing.
It is.
And again, it comes back to like grinding, and like I think about like
Learning how to
and
fail.
I forgot to
good
mention
takeaway.
this on a previous podcast we did. I have some relatives that their lives were not that great. They came up hard, and like my two cousins, they had a paving contracting company, DLS, and I worked for them for a year. My shoes would melt to the ground. And these two guys, they had a hard life coming up, and they freaking they had a hole. The first truck they had a hole in the floor. They would look at the floor, and now they're successful beyond
Right.
measure. If you don't grind and you don't continue to grind, like you didn't stop. Everything that you just said, the one point that should stick in this whole thing is you never stopped, you never gave up. And the one thing you didn't talk about that I just want to like remind you of, when you were living in Belleville,
Yeah.
what did you live next to?
Newark.
No. What was the establishment that you
So we
lived
were
next
talking,
to?
and I used to live next door to the Red Shingle.
What's up?
Iconic.
Gentleman's bar.
Yeah, gentleman's club. Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Yes.
so I was about 6 houses down from there. But when we were kids, we all had a neighborhood, and they had a back door, and you had a dumpster, and then you had the back door. So they would always leave the back door open because back then everybody smoked.
Yeah.
So as kids, we all used to go back there, and we used to peek in and watch the.
Could you imagine?
What's
I
that?
mean,
That's
who had
great.
it better than him?
I mean,
But
that's great.
we had to watch out though because the owner, Big Al Avalanche, who passed away, but Big Al, he had 2 giant Doberman pinchers,
Oh shit.
and we were scared to shit. And he would always tell us, "If I catch you out back here looking at the girls, the dogs are gonna get you."
That's
And we
great.
used to be scared.
It's like Sandlot.
He probably had a
With
good time
it's
with
like
that, though. He
Sandlot
probably-
with
he
the
probably liked
giant
it.
dog.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
so
all the
funny.
stuff that I've been through, and I've been through a lot of shit. And with a lot of my friends with suicide, and I just had one of my 13-year-old busboys commit suicide last year from Brielle.
13 years old.
13 years old, yeah.
That's
Took his own life,
unconscionable.
but, I'm not putting dampers on anything, but I just think that there's so much shit going on at one time. You just got to take a step back sometimes.
Right. Exactly.
It's just like that's
Sensory overload
Yeah.
with these phones.
Just
Yeah.
put them away sometimes.
And
I
you
mean-
gotta just ask for help.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like something's like really up and you're just feeling
Like I'm just
fucked up,
I'm
ask
here
for
now
help.
with you. This is all the people that are contacting
Yeah.
me right now. It's
a
just
lot.
like it's
It's
like
too much.
crazy. It's like, everybody wants something. It's always something. Everybody's trying to sell you something every day. So at what point do you just like say, that's it?
Yeah. Just take a step back and ask for help.
And now what I'm doing is I'm trying to shut down now. Like I'm just.
Oh, really?
I have to start.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the richest man in the cemetery.
It's a very good
but
point.
what about just going back to something else that I don't think that we talked about. You have at the Pig and the Parrot in Brielle.
Yeah.
You have the pontoon boats.
Yeah. So yeah, have you seen my boats?
No, I've never
Oh
been
my
there.
God,
Yeah.
Johnny!
I know, I gotta go.
So I got
Johnny,
So I have a
unbelievable.
49 passenger,
Wow.
and then I have a 30 passenger giant. One's a giant tiki, one's a catamaran.
And the big
So
booze cruisers?
Oh yeah, all booze.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
bachelor parties, bachelorette parties.
Where is Brielle on the
Point Pleasant, Madison.
It's literally like right.
It's dead between the two of them.
wow.
Just before you go over the Point Pleasant Bridge.
What exit is it?
98.
Yeah, okay. So that's one of the closest ones.
But yeah, it's fun. So
And where's Donovan's is
Donovan's Reef?
Yeah.
Is Seabright.
Seabright,
That's
okay.
further up.
Right.
So-
Yeah, that's like the closest
But
one.
I love the boats. One reason I did the boats is I really did a test run in case I move to Key West, and then if I sell all the bars eventually, and my daughters don't want to be involved,
Uh-huh.
I know how to operate the boats. So
Yeah, that's a good
everybody
point.
wants to be on a boat,
Yeah,
and
No, the boat thing.
So when
I
you-
think that was genius.
that's
when
great.
you guys come to Key West and I'm down here, I'll take you to the sandbar,
I'm in.
Oh
make
my God.
$500-600 in a day, and come back home.
Key
That
West
sounds like
is heaven on earth.
Never been there either.
Oh, you never
Oh
been to
my
Key West?
God,
Oh, man.
it is heaven on earth.
Really?
If you go to the sandbar in Isla Mirada, it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, you know what my favorite place in Key West is,
What's that?
and I know you. I don't know. I'm curious of what your reaction is. The what's it? Hog's Breath.
Oh, the rest of them. That's great.
Oh my
Great
God, I
part.
love that
I
place.
think I got a picture of me drinking with an Elvis impersonator there.
dude.
That's great.
Hog's Breath. They have one guy
Yeah.
playing a guitar. It's not big. They have one guy playing a guitar. This guy was hilarious.
Yeah.
He was like an entertainer, like singer,
Right.
but like a comedian. And he was abusing everybody in the crowd. Me and Anita were sitting there, and we like struggled to get home after going there. After
Seems like a nice retirement spot.
oh my God. Nah, I don't even know, though. You
No.
would go there, have the time of your life.
Oh, really?
You only
Irish Kevin's,
Yeah, I mean you got to.
all those
There's not
places.
much to do.
Yeah. Seems like that.
So you could drink.
You drank.
You could drink again.
Yeah.
Keep
And
drinking,
then you drank,
and then you
go
could-
for a bike ride,
Yeah.
and drink.
Right.
Yeah, but they have the best parties ever down there.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, they
Oh.
have Fantasy Fest down there.
What's that?
Fantasy Fest is so it's 10 days of Halloween. So they have a huge parade with 25-30,000 people.
Holy shit.
Everybody gets dressed up. Then they have the
Nude girls painted.
people get painted.
Painted.
Whatever your fantasy is.
Oh, this sounds like a fantasy.
Like
Yes.
if you feel like your dog your girlfriend wants to walk you around,
Right. Walk
A
around
dog
like a dog.
leash.
You can do that.
you can do that. Like some
Not
people,
my thing,
some people wanna-
personally.
some
we know
people-
what your thing is.
Some
Yeah.
people want to
Yeah.
be
Stockings.
babies. Some
Stockings.
you know, some people want to be babies.
What the fuck?
You know, sometimes, and you meet all walks of life.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
And everybody says to me, how can you go down there and just people watch? I
How
go
could you
down there-
Sounds pretty easy.
I go down there and people watch and I just laugh. I mean, it's just great. And you meet people, like the people walk by you and they got a whole like leather and lace outfit on. And the husband got a dog collar and she's got a leash.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But they're going there. They left everything behind. And some of these people are lawyers,
Yeah.
doctors, but they're humans.
Just let loose.
And they're
just let
freaks.
loose.
That's so
And
crazy.
Closet freaks.
Here's the thing: if you probably look it up, you get 30 to 40,000 people that come down for Fantasy Fest, right? There's not many, or if not any, arrests.
Really?
No, because
No.
everybody's peace and love, man. It's fucking great.
All right, we gotta check that out.
I
That's
love
sometime.
Key West.
Maybe we'll go this year.
I'm in.
Fantasy week. What is
Fantasy
it? Fantasy Fest.
Fest.
Okay, cool.
Then right after that, they got the boat races, which is insane too.
That's during the same time.
Speed, and then the following that starts November.
Key
Right.
West to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta tell you something, dude. We stayed over near the southernmost point.
Southernmost point.
Our little bed and breakfast had bikes. Me and Anita were riding bikes around, and then it's like, oh, let's stop and go in this place. Now we gotta ride the bikes back.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
she's like, I'm like, I go, babe, are you okay? Because like now I'm worried. Like, I get like
Of
obsessive.
course.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, ride up on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Don't hit your head on the curb.
anywhere.
Oh,
So
that's
you-
cool. I
so
like
you can
that.
rent it. I rent golf carts for the whole week,
I should have got a golf cart.
and I just drive around. I'm not pedaling nowhere.
Fuck the bikes.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get the golf cart. But what's cool is we went out to Stock Island. There's like a little bridge there, and there's the Top Gun school for the fighter jets.
Oh, sick.
It's a naval base there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh, you
awesome.
gotta see
Dude, there's
it,
a
bro.
Navy base there.
wow.
The jets come by, man. They buzz the tower. Boy, it's
This sounds like heaven.
Oh, dude.
oh, it's amazing.
It's you gotta go. You have to go.
All right. Sounds good.
Let's plan a trip.
We'll plan a trip after this.
I'm good. I'm in.
Well, Mike, thank you so much, man. This has
Thanks
been a lot of
for-
fun.
thanks for
Yeah,
having me,
appreciate
man.
that.
You
This has
guys
been
are
fun.
great.
Any last remarks you guys want to make? Well, quick plug. Pig Parrot in Brielle, Pig Parrot in Hoboken,
Yes.
and then Cycle Mike's also in
Oh,
Hoboken.
yes. Thank
Hit
you
him
very
up
much.
and then say you know Mike, because I'm sure
Say
he'll
you
let
know
know.
Mike.
Everybody knows Mike.
Everybody
Definitely
knows
make
Mike.
sure you say
Yeah.
you know Mike. That's it for today, everybody. Peace.
Peace.